seeds that I'm going to actually start inside are going to be Swiss chard, the Vulcan Swiss chard. It is a Swiss chard that stems are bright red. They look almost like rhubarb when growing, except for the whole thing is edible, nothing is poisonous, and it's obviously Swiss chard and not rhubarb. It's got, I know that starting these and having them outside as soon as I possibly can get me the most bang for my buck. And I'm keeping these in the back because they, I haven't grown this particular variety, but I have grown this one, which is called Lucullus Swiss chard. I grew this last year and I had it in the beds in the back, and they did not bolt until end of July. There is a little bit of shade from my oak tree in that particular bed that I had them in, and they just kept cranking out that Swiss chard like crazy. So I'm definitely excited to get these started as soon as I possibly can because they last forever. You can harvest the outside leaves of these and they just keep growing. More and more leaves from the outside, from the inside out, and they grow bigger and bigger and bigger, and these just keep on giving. So really, you only have to plant these once a year and until they bolt, and continuously harvest off of the same plant because it keeps regenerating new leaves. As long as you don't harvest the whole plant, then you are good to go. Which is why I'm going to be growing 6 of these this year instead of just 2. It's because I really enjoy eating Swiss chard, and so I don't want to deplete one particular plant over another. And I don't want to stress my one plant of each variety, so I'm going to be growing 3 of each. And that way I have a continuous supply of Swiss chard all season long. My next start is going to be this lacinato kale. I've never grown this variety before, but again, kale does the same thing that I just explained that Swiss chard does. If you harvest just a few leaves on the outside, then it continues to grow new leaves from the inside out and will continuously provide you with kale all season long. I'm going to be starting 4 of these because I don't eat as much kale as I do Swiss chard, but it's still delicious, and I don't want to stress out my kale plants by continuously harvesting off of the same one. So I will be rotating which plant that I actually harvest on every few days. And last but not least, I will be growing cabbage. So this year, I've never grown cabbage before, and so I'm going to give this glory of Enkhuizen cabbage. It's an heirloom variety introduced in 1899 in Holland, and it's medium to large, hard round heads. It stores excellently, and it's productive, and it's great for sauerkraut, and that's exactly why I got this. I love sauerkraut. My mother made it growing up. It's delicious, and I would really enjoy being able to make it myself. So I got this particular variety, especially for sauerkraut. And then my mom really enjoys red cabbage. She's German. She likes red cabbage. She likes sauerkraut. So I figured that rather than just growing one variety of cabbage, I would also grab this red acre cabbage, which is purple, and also grow it for her and for myself to make purple cabbage, purple sauerkraut, and just anything else that she can possibly imagine to cook it with. So red acre, purple cabbage, and glory of Enkhuizen. That's how I'm gonna pronounce it. I'm not sure if that's how it's actually said, but you know, Dutch. I'm not Dutch. So those are the seeds that I'm going to be starting, like, right away. Right away. I have tried a few different ways to start seeds in the recent years. If you look back on my videos from last year, I bought a pre-made seed starting mix. I'm not sure I'm gonna do that again this year because even with boiling hot water and cinnamon, I still ended up with so many gnats in my house because I start my seeds inside. And let me just tell you how annoying having gnats in my house has been. So I'm not gonna be using the same seed starting mix that I used last year. I'm still trying to do some research on what I'm going to start. I've also used expandable peat pellets before. I really love those, but they're a little bit on the pricier side, so I don't think I'm gonna be going with the majority of those either. I do have some already that I will use for a few things, but I won't be buying new ones specifically to start seeds this year because I need to start more seeds than I want to spend money on for peat pellets. Now, if I end up doing all the research and realizing that buying separate ingredients to make my own mix versus buying the peat pellets is more expensive than buying peat pellets, then I'll probably go with the peat pellets because even though it's not something that I can produce here, from my personal experience, I've had wonderful success starting seeds in peat pellets. It can be directly transplanted in the ground without doing anything. It doesn't disturb the roots or anything like that. You just put it right in there and it just meshes with the rest of the ground, and that's perfect for me. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to be notified when I upload the next video, don't forget to hit that notification bell so that you'll be notified when the next one's uploaded.